Hi and welcome to fiddlerman.com. A couple of my members asked me if I would teach how to play Lux Aeterna on the violin. First I was thinking it's not really the kind of piece that you could play solo violin. You would almost need to play something really advanced, play some double stops and stuff. Or you need to play it with a loop machine. But then I looked at it and it turns into kind of a little etude, as well as if you have in mind the bass part that's going over and over, then you probably can enjoy playing it by yourself. Anyway, start the piece off with an up bow, either in first position like this, then you play the A, and then crescendo, 2, 1, 2, then same thing again, now if you want to, you can use your fourth finger and play right there. Fourth finger. Okay, so playing the fourth finger will make all three notes match a little better. But if you want to play it the most optimal way, then you want to stay on the same string. You start in third position instead. So feel the edge of the violin with the palm of your hand and put that finger down so it matches the G, right? So then you go. Then you shift with the second finger down. So that turns into a little shifting exercise from third position to first position. So you're starting out in third position, up bow, crescendo, more, and then decrescendo, shift. You do it 3 times. Okay, so after you've done that 3 times, you go over to the part that I felt like this would make a good exercise for you guys. So you're in first position with a fourth finger, which you know I always want you to use your fourth finger as much as possible. And the fourth finger at E string is not as easy maybe as playing on the A and the G, because you're kind of hanging over by the edge. But I want you to come around the violin and get up on the left side of that finger to make it stronger. And then you play. Now, the timing and the 16th notes, you know, right here, that turns into a nice little finger strengthening exercise for your fourth finger, right? So, when you do this, you got to jump over here, and that's an exercise in itself too. Think about it when you're doing it. Think about how you're going to do it so you don't hit all the strings in between, or the A string in between. Work on knowing where the angle is and going there with your right arm. So you're jumping over a string and you don't want everybody to hear that jump. So you either do a slight lift or you just kind of stop the bow a little bit. An instantaneous stop, right? Okay, so there's several ways of doing that. A little marcato. A little lift there too. But don't lift so high that you'll hear it when you come back down. So that turns into an exercise too, coming back down close enough to the string so it's not an ugly, right? Come back down. Okay, so the next part isn't that difficult. It's so you can either do a play a new up bow as I did now, or you can do this down. And then I think there's just one more part. It's this one. So you almost have to do that in third position on the E string. Okay? And try very hard to keep your fingers really close to the string when you're using that fourth finger right there. It's going to both strengthen your finger and teach you not to lift it too high. A lot of players play like this and it messes them up when they're trying to play fast. And basically, that's all there is to Lux Aeterna. Thanks for visiting fiddlerman.com and good luck on this piece.